what's up? It's Joe, ready for Mitty's Rise. We're back here at Jaguar Land Rover St. Petersburg, and guess what? I have that BMW sedan that brings big power and electrification. It's this vehicle right here. This is a BMW i5 M60. But before we get into this sedan that, like I said, brings a lot of thrust with it, let's talk about what's going on here. So BMW is no stranger to performance sedans. And obviously, with electrification, they have been working on integrating that into their lineup. Now, whenever you see an I in front of the number, in this case, it's an i5, that means it's electrified. And this being an M60, it's not a true M car, but it's bringing more power than your standard i5. Now, of course, a lot of people have certain expectations when it comes to an electrified vehicle. Does this i5 M60 check off all the boxes? And is it the must-own? Let's go ahead. Let's dive into this one and see if we can find out. Right off the bat, it has a very unique BMW style to it. Now, at the front of the business, you're going to get those BMW LED headlights, LED daytime running lamps, and turn signals. We do have a functional corner air curtain within the gloss black. And then, just like other BMW vehicles, they integrate the aero into their actual front fascia. So instead of having things stuck on, it's all integrated very cleanly. Now, as we come across the front end with that kidney grille shaped design, you do have a forward-facing camera. Kind of looks like a weird Cyclops. I am going to zonk it, but you do get it. Here's the funny thing. They give you an M badge on the front. If you don't know what you're looking at, you're going to be fooled. This is not a true M car. Now, the good news is these shutters open and close up top. So they could be functional, they could be non-functional. Down below, same story. There's a shutter that opens and closes to let more or less air in, because we do have a lithium-cooled, I should say a water-cooled lithium battery pack in the belly of this thing. But I do like the way they shaped the kidney grille design. It's got that traditional look with that aluminum style finish. But let me know what you think about the face of this i5 M60. Now, as we rise up, you do have the BMW badge with the blue around it. It's a rim job of blue to let you know that this vehicle is electrified. Clean style. You got the dip in the center, and then all the other body lines coast towards the windshield. When we come around the bend, what are we working with? Wheel and tire subs. So you're going to see these wheels that look very BMW-esque, but they do have special design for this being an EV. Now, if you're wondering, well, Joe, what is the size of this wheel? You're basically looking at a 20-inch wheel. And at the end of the day, actually, strike that. This is actually a 19-inch wheel. Because think about it, the larger the wheel, the more rotating resistance that you have. So it's a 19-inch wheel, machined aluminum with the gunmetal gray accents. These are plastic aero pieces in here. I'm gonna have Steven kind of swing in and show off the 4-piston M branded caliper, and you are getting large rotors, adaptive suspension. If you're wondering, well, Joe, what's the size of the tire? 245 on the width, 45 series sidewall. Let me know what you think about the color and the style of the wheel with our particular i5. Coming down the side, you're gonna get those very aero-esque side mirrors, just like you find on their internal combustion engine vehicles. 360-degree cameras, obviously all gloss black. Gloss black trim along the top and the bottom, and then you only get a standard size sunroof on this one. I would expect on an M60 to have a panoramic sunroof. To me, that's a little bit of a zonk. Now, the door handles are basically flush, and then you're just gonna lift up to open up the door. Down below, notice how they do, and I'm gonna have Steven kind of swing around this way, they do a diagonal cut into the side sill extension. Very unique style, and it's all for generating proper airflow, because we want to cut down on drag, air drag, that resistance. Even the way they shape the roof antenna just really has that, that shark fin is a little bit more aero-esque. Now, coming towards the rear, they do put the 5, just like they put in their other models. That's going to be obviously the type of vehicle this is, an i5 series. And then spinning around back, very clean, like you find on other BMWs. M60 badge, great LED lighting. You have your i5 badge. Like I said, when you see I, that lets you know it's automatically electric. If you notice, the way they shape the rear glass is to help, like I said, with that airflow down the back of the vehicle. And then very simple, clean, gloss black lower splitter area. And just a balanced look. I almost feel like it looks cleaner than the regular 5 Series, which is kind of weird. But why don't we go ahead, let's pop the hood and see what the heck is underneath it. All right, guys, we got the hood up. You do have hydraulic hood struts. Nothing really to show. You just have a large, massive plastic cover with the M badge on it. Underneath, though, is one of the 2 electric motors. We have an electric motor up front, electric motor out back. It's gonna produce 593 horsepower, 605 pound-feet of torque. It uses an 81.2 kilowatt lithium-ion battery, 0 to 60 in 3.2 seconds, quarter mile in 11.5 seconds at 124 miles an hour. Top speed is governed to 142 miles an hour. Range, 240 miles. That equates to 85 mpges in the city and on the highway. The vehicle weighs 5,225 pounds, and you could charge up to 200 miles of range in just 30 minutes. So a little bit of a bummer that they don't give you any kind of storage or anything, just a plastic cover. But why don't we go ahead, if you're ready, I'm ready, let's turn this on and see it zoom. All right, guys, we are inside this 2024 BMW i5 M60. I know you're saying to yourself, well, Joe, I've wanted one of these, but the price has always kept me away. How much is this one since it's a 2024? Very good question. The asking price for this particular one is right at $54,000. But let's see what you get if you go BMW. To the door panels, I do like the two-tone style. You got the soft touch black, then you're gonna notice that you have 2 memory seat settings within the actual trim with that nice blue artistic design. We got the Bowers & Wilkins premium sound system, real open pore wood finish, and then you have that creamy white material on the armrest. Door pocket is large enough for a Whopper brisket sandwich from Burger King and a large orange Fanta to wash it down. Now going from the door panel to the dash, same thing. Soft touch. You'll notice how they do all of the trim. Everything lights up ambient lighting at night. Open pore wood. And then slide on in, you're gonna be greeted by 27 inches of screen. So you have your 14.9 inch infotainment system. Everything is in the screen. Everything. So if you want AC, you hit the fan. Here's all your AC controls. It does have heated seats and a heated steering wheel. No ventilated seats. That's a zonk at this price point. Bring up your Navi. Let me throw it into reverse. Backup camera's clear as day, so they do a great job there. You got your parking view, assist view, everything to help you so that you don't run over somebody or run into something. Even car wash view. Kind of interesting. And then I'm going to put it back in the park, right back where we started. Like I said, all this blue trim lights up. Now what's weird is to open and close your AC vents. To close them, you hit 0. To open them, you hit 1. And then to direct the airflow, it's manual on the bottom here. Kind of weird. It's clean, but it's weird. I do like the wood finish. You got dual wireless charging, 2 cup holders with 2 USB-Cs. One of the beefiest key fobs I've ever seen in my life. It actually has the M Motorsport colors. This thing weighs about 20 pounds. Kind of crazy. It'll pull down your pants, I promise you. So be careful with that. You got your latest multimedia iDrive connectivity. This little nub is gonna put your vehicle into drive, reverse. You got a real volume knob. You got your different modes. So you can go into your different modes. Check it out on the screen. Look at that. Personal, sport, efficient, and expressive. But we got more. And relax. Steven's more of a relaxed kind of person. I'm more of a sporty kind of person. But you got to say it with a whisper, just so you know. Gloss black is kind of a little heavy in here, so I am going to zonk that, but you hit those, you got a 12 volt and enough room in here to where you could probably put, I would say, 14 Atari game cartridges. Man, I want to play some Galaga right about now. But I don't want to play it on Atari. I want to go in an arcade. I love arcades. I miss those days. Seats, the leather, super soft. The perforated material, the design, full electric assist for the passenger. The driver, I love the fact that we have a black headliner, a dark headliner, and then you do have that small panoramic sunroof with the power shade. But why don't you come over here to the business end? I got a steering wheel with the M badge on it I want to show you. Come on over. All right, guys, business time behind the wheel. You do have the 2 memory seat settings. Pedal box right out of a race car. Aluminum dead pedal, brake, and throttle. I can't take my foot off the brake or the car will shut off. And right now it's hot. I do have all the seat controls, easy to get to. I'm 6 feet tall. You got plenty of room in here, which is great because of the battery pack. Helps kind of lower the floor in here, give you a little bit more room. Steering wheel feels like it's right out of a race car. Really beefy. The motorsport colors, the M badge, thumb controls, and the red top dead center. You do have a plastic paddle. This is for the boost. Gives you 10 seconds of extra power from the electric motor. And it is a power tilting and telescoping wheel. And then, of course, you have the remainder of the 27 inches. You have a 12.3 inch digital gauge cluster. When you go into your different modes, it does change. So there's sport, gives you a little bit of red. The bolstering moves in, and you got a nice head-up display. But let's get in the back seat and see if your passengers are going to enjoy zooming around in this i5. Hi guys, back seat time. Plenty of room in here, which is good. Not even close to the headliner. The sad news is you got nothing behind the seats, no pocket or anything. And if you have kids, they're going to destroy the back of these seats with their boogers, their muddy shoes, and all their other crap. You do have USB-Cs nice and high so they can plug in. You even have 2 USB-Cs down low with the AC vents and a place where you could stack 4 Twinkies in there. Seats are comfy. Feels good back here. Pull this down. Ooh, nice armrest with 2 cup holders. Let's get in the trunk. I want to take you for a spin in this i5. All right, guys, trunk space time. Hit the button. You do have electric assist. Makes sense being an electric vehicle. You got about 12 cubic feet of space. The cargo floor is not very low because you have the electric motor out back. You can fold the seats down, which is good news, and you're just going to pull these levers. And then I like the way they got a pocket here for a 6-pack of Yoo-Hoo. Underneath here, you do got all your storage for your charging accessories. No spare. You get a little bag with a can of Flat Fix in it and an electric air compressor. But why don't we go ahead? If you're ready, I'm ready. Let's go turn this on and see if it turns us on with some on throttle. All right, guys, we are behind the wheel of this i5 M60. I do have it in sport mode, and I'm gonna leave the active sound on because I'm very curious to hear what you have to say about it. I feel like I'm sort of driving a cartoon car, like I'm in a Bugs Bunny cartoon or something. But we're gonna hit the boost paddle, and then we're gonna go on throttle. You ready? On throttle, here we go! So you are getting that instant torque, duh, because of the electric motors, but it's that sound that's being created. I don't know. I guess somebody's gonna like it. I'm not really loving it. I really don't like it at all, to be honest with you. It's like if you're gonna have an EV, just have an EV. It's quiet, it zooms you off, da-da-da-da-da. Don't try to make it be like an internal combustion engine vehicle with these sounds because they never work right. Now driving, it definitely is fun to drive. I think after a while going on throttle every 2 seconds, the fun will probably wear off, but on throttle, here we go. Brakes are nice and solid. The chassis is really, really stable, so that's really good because of that lower center of gravity. I just don't know about the sound. I'm very curious to hear what you have to say about it in the comments section. But the head-up display is great. Gotta get past this garbage, this dump truck here. Here we go. On the brakes. Nice. You do have all-wheel drive, which is good. And that's gonna allow you to handle the grip. It's gonna be able to get the traction to the ground very effectively because of the dual motors. Not a lot of body roll. Even though this is not a true M car, you do have the adaptive suspension. Let me show you what a U-turn looks in this. It's actually pretty fantastic. Look at that, nice. Da 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 da. You do have rear wheel steer. But it's very balanced, very tossable. You hit that boost paddle and it's like playing Outrun or something. You know what they say, a squealing tire's a happy tire. I don't know, guys. It's fast. Would I buy one? No. But I'm sure there's somebody out there that would like to buy one of these. And you know what? If you buy it a year old, you're saving buku money. But I think with the range, I think that's going to be a lot of, bring a lot of upset for a lot of people. I mean, 240 miles or so, it's not a lot of range. And if you use that boost paddle, you're just draining it like crazy. So another thing to think about. But I mean, it's got the head-up display. The interior is comfortable. It feels like a BMW in the steering and everything. I just, like I said, I rather have something else. I'd just rather have something else. But I don't want to be Debbie Downer. Everything else about the vehicle is really great. Getting to the infotainment system and everything, very short reach, very quiet on the interior, very solid, which is nice as well. Not a lot of road noise, not a lot of wind noise. But I hope this was a good, quick overall review of this i5. We're gonna get back to Jaguar Land Rover St. Pete and wrap this one up. So I'll see you in a split second. All right, guys, another great day here at Jaguar Land Rover St. Pete. Definitely gotta thank Miro and the rest of the team getting us access to this BMW i5 M60. Let me know what you think. If you're gonna go luxury sedan and you wanna be electrified, is this the way that you would go? Let me know in that comment section. But if you're new to the channel, you're on your way out, hit that subscribe button. I promise you it's worthwhile. I'll come back for more. If you are a subscriber, thank you for being part of the Raised Rights family. Got to give it up to the Flood man. He's bringing the goods. Thank you, Steven, for your hard work. And just like always, guys, I'll see you on the next ride.